This is going to be how to replace your blower motor on a F10 M5. Well, I'm sure it's on other F10s too, but it'll work on a M5. Car's a little salty, but it's the cold. It's winter here. I'm going to show you guys how to change this blower motor out real quick. You're going to want to take these out. There's one right there, one right there, one right there, and then I just move the trim, and then you just pull this out. Put that on the ground, keep a parts box. And then first, we're gonna wanna take this V-brace off. Now, we're just gonna remove this one, this Torx bit, that Torx bit, this torque bit, and move this one. We're just gonna move this over, and then underneath is gonna be another panel to get to the blower motor. Now that you get that cover off, just throw it in the bin. And you're gonna have to take that bolt off for the power. Once you take that off and move it over there, secure your bolt somewhere, then you're gonna wanna take off that screw back there, and then I believe there's one down here somewhere. Yep, right down there. Now you wanna just pull it out, grab it, try to flip it over. Ain't much room on these freaking F10s. Yeah. Flip this out of your way, and now we gotta remove this cover right here. It's a black one. There is a Torx screw down there. And I believe there's a couple other ones. If you just look around, you'll find them. So there's a hidden screw back there. That one's a pain to get to. You know about these already. I had to move this out of the way because I have Dynatronics on my car. That's a whole different mess. And then once you get that done, it should just, dang, mine's dirty. You should just be able to pull it out. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but there's a connector you gotta unconnect to right there. Once you get that out, you're gonna have a Torx screw there, one back there, and there may be another one back there. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know once I pull it out. Now that those are undone, you got a connector right there you gotta get. That one, and there's gonna be one over there, and then there's the one on the bottom of the assembly for the resistor. After you pull it out, it takes a little finagling on the F10s because of this shit. Honestly, we probably could push that out, probably actually, but I just left it in. Clean it all up, just for when you reinstall it, and then just take it somewhere where you can sit, and we'll put the blower motor in. So we're gonna want to get to this, and we're gonna have to take all these Torx screws around to get into the housing. Once you pull that apart, you just undo a clip down here, unhooking the main resistor, and now you're gonna unclip this one. Just stick a little screwdriver there and pull it out, and you're just gonna pull this unit out after you undo some screws on the bottom. And by undoing the screws on the bottom, I mean on the bottom of the housing. After you undo the screws, just pull this out of the rubber right here, and you're gonna want to pull this whole unit out. Pretty straightforward. You just pull the old one out, put the new one in. It's got some rubber pads. You can reuse your old ones or reuse new ones. The old ones are fine. And you're just gonna run those back. Once your assembly is back together, just pop all this stuff back on and smack it back together, and we'll go back out to the car. Once you get that all put back together, you're gonna wanna drop it back in. We're gonna basically do a reverse of what you did before. Now that it's back in, just put those screws back in to put it back together, and then we'll put the cover back on and start reassembling. Now that's back in there, you're gonna wanna take this. I vacuumed that out. I'm pretty sure you can buy new ones actually. And we're gonna toss this back in there and screw it in. Once you pop that on, you're just gonna put those screws back that we talked about originally, and then we're gonna reassemble this. But I have an extra step because I have this Dynan. I had to put that Dynan bracket on. It floats because it sits weird with this, but now that that's all together, you're gonna throw this back on and then put the cover back on. Now that that's all back together, you're gonna wanna put that back on with a 10 mil. And then you're gonna wanna put this cover back on. Now that's all back together, I just have to put the Dynan in, and you should be done. You just put that cover back on, and easy enough. My DME's back in for Dynan, cross, brace, cover, and you're done. So that's pretty much it. That's how you replace a blower motor on a F10 M5 if you have a blower motor failure. But also make sure it's not your resistor. There's different ways you can tell if your heat comes and goes intermittently. It's your blower motor. If it just completely dies, where it's 601 speed, it's a resistor, but the odds of it being a resistor on the F10 is very rare. That's like an E36, E39 thing. But that's about it. Hope this video helped you.